Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie and I am shocked because my mystery box from Diamond Art Club is here. Now, some of you are already skipping ahead to see what kits are in here, but for those of you that are going to stick around and enjoy the anticipation, I'm going to chat with you just for a second about this one. This is a Halloween mystery box that Diamond Art Club released, and today is Friday. This released on Wednesday. I did pay for expedited shipping. Often this doesn't actually work out in my favor though when it takes longer to get here, but this just, the stars aligned. So I'm going into this completely blind. The only context that I have is that I remember some of the images that were in the Halloween voting round, and I expect that the Halloween kits that are in here may come from those. So I'm very curious to see. Diamond Art Club released a limited number of these and they sold out. What's going to be in here is 2 Halloween themed new releases that have never before been seen. And then there's going to be 2 other kits that are not guaranteed to be Halloween themed and are most likely from their overstock clearance section. I'm going to unbox the 2 Halloween kits, but we're going to let the other ones go. Like, we don't need to unbox all 4 of these today. And we're just going to see what's in here. And you're going to get my fully blind reaction. I've had nothing spoiled for me. I don't think anyone else. I'm seeing a couple people say that theirs are like out for delivery today, but there's been no chance of me accidentally coming across a spoiler, which is so nice because the last mystery box I did have it spoiled for me, which is what it is. So how often Diamond Art Club does these mystery boxes? The past couple of years they've done a Halloween box, they usually do a Christmas box, and then they'll do a couple others like intermittently throughout the year. And it tends to be a pretty good value when you think of it. This box was $160, and they said that the value of the kits inside was $240. Ish. I don't know if it was like up to or at least, I don't remember how they phrased it, but essentially it shakes out to you're paying $40 a kit, which we'll see. This is the smaller size of the boxes. Like, it's the 27-inch long box, not the 32-inch. So these aren't going to be massive kits unless any of them are like panels or something. Okay, I am done stalling, drawing out the anticipation for myself as much as you guys. Let's open this up. I debated trying to set up a camera to grab like my face reactions, but I don't have time. I'm trying to squeeze this in before my kids get home from school, and I have just enough time. So I'm moving on a time crunch and just trying to be expedient here. Okay, so good. I'm glad the end that I opened wasn't the end that had the pictures of the kits on it. It's like you could see that's that in the box. So we're gonna have, looks like at least 2 square and it looks like a round. So you guys, let's take a look. All right, I'm gonna reach in and I'm just gonna pull one out at random, and we're gonna see what it is. See if it's one of the new releases or one of the overstock kits. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna pull it out and we'll look. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have a Mrs. Butter D. Okay, I'm here for this. I forgot about this image being in voting. All right, we have Apple Pie by Mrs. Butter D. And all right. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so fun. This is one of my favorite artists at Diamond Art Club, and so this is a delightful surprise. This isn't necessarily artwork that I would immediately otherwise gravitate towards, but I'm so excited to open this up and get a look and get a sense for it. So if you're wondering what the other new release is going to be in this box, we're going to open this first. You're either going to have to wait or skip ahead, which is fine. I understand if you want to skip ahead, but let's take a look at this one together, okay? This is going to be kind of an abbreviated unboxing, but I want to show you the canvas, the drills, all that stuff, but I'm going to gloss over some of my usual stuff, like let's go through the toolkit, let's go through all that, you guys, If you want to see that in more detail, watch some of my other DAC unboxings, like my sneak peek that went up today for the new release this weekend. You guys are getting 2 DAC unboxing / sneak peeks from me today. All right, let's get into this. 55.6 by 78.7 centimeters. Round diamonds, of course. We're looking at 73 colors, 2 ABs, 1 iridescent, and 4 fairy dust. 57,000 diamonds in total. There's the end of the box. Apple pie. Let's open it. Now, mystery boxes, this is usually the part of when I'm opening the kit that I'm like, I have a 20% off discount code. Now, 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 20% off dis This, you can't use discount codes or rewards points when it comes to the mystery boxes, because they're already so heavily discounted. But if you're just doing some regular shopping on Diamond Art Club's website, Katie20, Katie, and the number 20 will get you 20% off your first purchase from Diamond Art Club. Toolkit. You guys know this. We're not going to go through it, but I do want to see what my Treasure Quest card is. Maybe get a peek at some of these sticker labels. So what rank of card do we think we're going to get? Looks like bronze. Oh, is that bronze? Yeah. Okay. For a second, I was like, wait, is it gold? No. Okay. Treasure Quest cards. These are part of a secondary rewards program and are a fun collectible and different ranks of cards. Bronze is the most common. You're going to get this in like 95% of your kits or more. Get different combinations of these cards and you can redeem for things like gift cards or a custom diamond painting. Okay, lots of good stuff on the insides of this envelope. So take a look if you want to pause. VIP group app, 20% off that your first purchase there. And then, oops, there's the original artwork. Now, Mrs. Butter D had several pieces in voting for Halloween, if I remember correctly, and some like different styles, but this is really reminiscent of there's one that came out last year where she had like a pumpkin head as well. I just noticed this startled cat's cracking me up. Okay, so we're looking at 73 colors. This is pure autumn vibes when it comes to this color palette. We're going to have fairy dust diamonds, 4 of those. That's going to be our iridescent, which is kind of a crystal effect. And we're going to have some ABs. And then some 6000s range colors for filling those gaps in the DMC color code system, which Diamond Art Club has been doing for a bit, where they make all their diamonds in-house. So they're able to create colors that aren't necessarily in the DMC. And like I said, just lets them match the other the original artwork a little bit better. So let's unroll this. Look at the little ghosty. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. It's like creepy cute though, because there's little parts of this. It's like if you look closely, like there's a worm coming out of the apple. The pumpkin looks like frightened. There's some creepiness going on here, but it's also like very cutesy. How fun. All right. So let me give you an up close look at parts of this canvas and I'll talk to you about some of the features while we're at it. So this is going to have everything that you've come to expect from DAC's canvases and kits. I like their canvas material a lot. It is really nice to diamond paint on. It holds drills well. They have poured glue on their kits and it comes with a thick plastic cover and they have these perforated sections, which they've had these perforated sections on their kits for a while. And I haven't seen anyone else doing them. Personally, I don't use the perforated sections. I like to create washi tape sections, but it's nice for those of you that just want to have something that kind of predetermines and sets those section sizes for you. Looking up close, I'm seeing bits of color blocking here and there. Color blocking is where you have some of the same color in a small area like you see here. Grab a multi-placer. That color is going to be in your tray for longer. It's going to go faster. This cat is giving me life. That's my favorite part about this kit. The opposite of color blocking is confetti. Confetti is where you have more color changes in a small area, often in really highly detailed areas like parts of this pie. And areas like that will go a little bit slower because you're doing more single placing, maybe changing out the color in your tray more often. This, like a lot of Mrs. Butterdee's kits, I feel like seems to have a nice mix of both. There's some areas that have more detail and have more confetti, but then there's a lot of areas, like especially up here before I started talking about the color blocking confetti, that it's quite a lot actually of color blocking, and so areas like that are going to go fast. Let's see if my Void Kitty decides to make an appearance. Hello. Did you see that? Oh, nope. He's like, nope, too much going on. He's made appearances in my videos before. Do you want to come see? Come here. He's like, nope, too much going on. The dog's trying to get him. So it's just chaos in the background. It's fine. Okay, let me grab these drill colors and we're going to take a look. This is very much like I almost feel like this is a good standard size diamond painting. The fact that it's like that 50-ish by 70-ish, that's like a good size project that's gonna take you a bit. You can take your time and enjoy it. And when it comes together, you usually have a really nicely detailed image. If this color palette doesn't scream fall to you, like what does? This is amazing. Browns, oranges, reds. And we're starting off right off the bat in this strand with one of our special drills. So Z722, we have a fairy dust color that's like a burnt orange, a light burnt orange. Fairy dust diamonds have a fine glitter coating that gives a shimmery effect, and it's subtle, but it does stand out a bit from the diamonds around it and just gives a little something extra to your diamond painting without being as in your face as ABs, which we'll see in a bit. Here we've got our next fairy dust color, which is a really pretty red, like a muted red, Z350. You can see that fairy dust coating on there. And yeah, just tons of rich colors in this one. Now, Diamond Art Club's round diamonds, I do enjoy working with them. They're very faceted, and that gives them kind of a twinkly sparkle effect. Here's our first AB, which is AB 3078. ABs, well, it stands for Aurora Borealis. These have an iridescent coating on the top that's going to give a lot of sparkle. It's going to stand out from the diamonds around it and is going to draw your eye to the areas it's been charted. And I will take you through the canvas and we'll see where these special drills go. This is a pretty colorful kit. Was it 73 colors? It's a good amount of colors. And these are, oh, hold on. Here's our next fairy dust color, Z726. We have a yellow color this time. It's very like sunshiny yellow. These are not in DMC order. They're actually in order roughly by weight or amount of diamonds that there are, which is handy if you're like me and often like to kit up in storage containers that have multiple sizes of storage containers. So you get to go from the colors that have the most into the bigger storage containers into the least. That pretty like aqua mint green. Like, where is that in this kit? Maybe the cat's eyes. I think this is our last fairy dust color, Z701. Just a little bit of this really like pretty like Kelly green. And then I know we still have the crystal. We have one strand left. So yeah, here we go. L725. This is an iridescent diamond, and this is the name that Diamond Art Club gives to their diamonds that have very much like a crystal effect. So the mirror backing is what goes flat on the canvas, covers up the symbol, helps with the reflectiveness of that, like the main color, which you can see it's like a light, like a really light yellow. Almost like a really light beige, one of those kinds of colors. This is a really unique drill type. You don't see it in a lot of kits from DAC because they're very particular about only putting it in places that it truly makes sense. So I don't know that I have a guess. Maybe this, like the clasp at her neck. I'm unsure. We'll look though. We'll take a look together in a bit. Let's get through these first. Here's our next AB, AB 945. I can't remember if there's another AB or not, but this one's like a pale pink. And then, I don't know if there's another special drill. I can't remember how many there were off the top of my head. But we'll see it if we see it. No, that was it. Okay, give me just a sec to take a look at the canvas and find where these special drills are. I will be right back. All right, so we've got a lot going on here, you guys. We have, for fairy dust, we had red, green, orange, and yellow. Then we had our kind of light yellow crystal iridescent, and then we had a light yellow and a light pink AB. So let's see how many of these I can actually manage to find without too much fuss. First, the only place that I feel like I saw the pink AB, I'll keep looking. The only place I saw the light pink AB was in this worm, which is cracking me up. The worm's gonna have a little extra sparkle. The light yellow AB was in a lot of places though. It's this whole light yellow border, like the crust of the pie. It's also this light yellow color in the like glass of the batter bowl. And it's like the light yellow lines on these apple slices. Oh, I found some of the more of the light pink AB actually in these two. Are those apple slices too, I think? And then we have some of the light red fairy dust it's one of the lighter red colors, kind of on like the skin of some of these apples in the apple pie here, as well as it's one of the like medium red tones in the apples over here is the red fairy dust color. It's like this side of this, the skin of this apple. Let me see. Then we have the light orange fairy dust is this light orange color in the rolling pin here. And then here's like this table here. It's also some of this light orange in the batter over here. some of the light orange, and that I can't tell is a stack of plates. I'm unsure. And then this light orange color is the light orange fairy dust. And these little light orange accents in the puffs on this part of her sleeve. I'm blanking out what the name of that is. That's the orange fairy dust on either side. The green fairy dust, I can't remember if I already said that. It's the cat's eyes after all. I don't see it anywhere else, but I love that they gave some green special drills in the cat's eyes. And then we have the yellow, the like light yellow iridescent color. Is this yellow like the sparks coming off of the wand, actually, which is really fun. And then there's some orange fairy dust in the wand. There's some orange fairy dust in this brooch and the like little ruffles here. Do we have that much of that orange fairy dust color? We must have. That like light burnt orange color. Yeah, no, we must have, but I guess we'll find out. I think we covered the special drills in like this part of the canvas. Let's move on up because there's some we haven't seen yet, including we had the iridescent color that was here. The iridescent yellow is also in the center of the pumpkin's eye over here. And then a bunch of the pumpkin is made up of that light burnt orange fairy dust, actually, that light orange color. There's some of that light orange burnt fairy dust in one of these like medium orange tones in her pumpkin head, as well as this in the brim of her hat. And a little, oh no, never mind, not in here. And then we do get some of the yellow fairy dust, finally. We have some of the yellow fairy dust in her eyes, and then yellow fairy dust in this like brighter yellow on either side of her mouth. And then some of these yellow colors in these twisting leaves and vines. This yellow color is more of that yellow iridescent, like just this little vine right here. And the moon and the stars, that yellow color is all that light yellow iridescent color. The bright yellow you see in these leaves is yellow fairy dust, and then we have more of the burnt orange fairy dust in this orange color in most of this frame over here. I was looking to see if we had any more of that light yellow AB up in this part of the canvas, but I don't see it, actually. It looks like that was mostly towards like the bottom of the canvas. Okay. Oh, the rat. There's a bunch more of the mouse. What do we think? Probably a rat, right? This actually is, this guy is made up of a bunch of light pink AB. Most of this light pink color in his body is pink AB. Oh, the red fairy dust. I just saw it. Okay. This red color in the curtains, you're just going to be color blocking that really pretty red fairy dust color all through the curtains, including down in here. Okay. Refresher, all these colors. I think, okay, there's actually these green spots in the curtains. And that, it's just here and there. It's kind of hard to see. I feel like my lighting is not lending itself to it. But those little spades that are on a green background, that's going to be more of our green fairy dust. So we do have some more green fairy dust besides just the cat's eye. Cute. All right, you guys, that is a good look at Apple Pie by Mrs. Butter D. And I'm going to pack this away and grab the mystery box. I'm not going to peek without you. We'll take a look at what the next kit's going to be. Do you think it's going to be another new release, or you think we're going to get one of our old favorites? Okay, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and take out one of these next kits and see what we're working with, okay? Here we go. Okay, not a new release. This is Before the Tide by Abraham Hunter. This is actually really beautiful. But no, this is not Halloween themed and must already be out. Now, I am not a landscape girly, so I otherwise couldn't tell you like, oh yes, I've seen this release before. I just know that like, well, this isn't Halloween themed, right? But yeah, so that is actually a really pretty kit though. I live in Southern California, so getting a beach scene like that, that would be really pretty. All right. So there is that. That's one of our repeats. Now we're down to 50-50. I think there's one like square drill and one round drill kit left in here. I think, I guess we didn't see what the other one was. So I don't know. Let's see. Do we think it's going to be another old favorite, or is it going to be something new? Let's check. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, this is a previous release. Divinity by Julie Fain. I don't think this one is new for Halloween. I could be wrong. I feel like I've seen this one before, but I feel like I'm gonna have to get out the next kit just to be 100% sure that this was not a Halloween release. Because now I'm doubting myself. Would this technically possibly fall under the umbrella? You know what? We'll set it to the side. Let's grab this one, and there's just one way to find out. Okay. All right. Let's go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. No, this is a new Halloween release. Okay, so confirmed. This is a old release. We're gonna put this one to the side. I just wasn't sure. I started to doubt it. Okay. Oh, Peggy Collins fans. I know there are a lot of you, and I do love a lot about her artwork. These colors, holy cow, this is gorgeous. Okay, this is called The Witch's Way. I'm legit excited to open this one up and see where this is. They put so many special drills in Peggy Collins kits. I'm really curious to see this one. Okay, this one's going to be square drills and 70.7 by 55.8, really similar size point. I'm drooling over these colors. You know, this style is reminding me a little bit of Color Out of Place even. But okay, let's see. 56 colors, including 3 ABs and 3 fairy dust, around 63,000 diamonds in total. If you're astute and paying attention. The reason that this one has more diamonds in it, like significantly more than the Mrs. Butter D kit did, even though they're about the same size, is because square drills are actually a little bit smaller than round drills are. So on a canvas that's the exact same size, if it has square drills, there's going to be more of those on the canvas than round because of that. I did a comparison way back when Diamond Art Club, for a short period of time, tested out having doing some select releases in both drill shapes, and I had gotten the very first release they did from them in both drill shapes and completed both of those kits and did a side-by-side comparison. I did some testing to see how much longer does it take me to complete a square drill kit than a round drill kit or vice versa. It was really fascinating. I'll have it linked below if you want to go and take a look. You want some further reading. But yeah, just random tangent. Let's see. What's our treasure quest card going to be? Looks like another bronze. Like I told you, bronze is going to be most of your treasure quest cards. So, but it's still pretty. Okay. Colors. There's the original artwork. She does a lot with this kind of stained glass-esque effect. And this has just a really, a rainbow of colors. So if you're wanting something that's maybe not a super traditional Halloween color palette, this is a cool option. Okay. Toolkit, again, we've been there. Let's look at this canvas and the drills. All right, so it's going to be more landscape orientation. Dang, these colors are so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me roll this backwards, help it lay flat. This is totally fine to do on Diamond Art Club canvases. It's not going to hurt anything. But there is our canvas. Let me show you up close. This looks like it's going to be very much a confetti heavy canvas with this art style, but there's a little bit of line blocking in a few spots. Yeah, no, confetti central. I've never worked on a Peggy Collins kit, so I can't speak to the actual experience of doing one, but I know a lot of people have posted finishes in the VIP group or in review sections. This is so much confetti. My Peggy Collins stance, is this pretty standard with most of her kits, just being very high confetti? Oh my gosh. The colors, that's really what I can't stop looking at and gushing over. The colors in this are stunning. Okay. Yeah, look at that, a rainbow of colors. Not even remotely what you would expect from, is that no, okay. From a Halloween kit, but she's a witch, so it falls under that theme, falls under that umbrella. See what our special drills are going to be. And squares. So Diamond Art Club squares, I do feel like are some of the best quality that are on the market. They tend to be very, very consistent in size and shape, which is important because square drills sit up right next to each other, flush on all sides with other square drills. Here's our first special drill, AB 436. We have a brown, like a light brown AB, and we've got that iridescent coating that's really sparkly. Yeah, this AB really, really jumps out. Oh wait, here's our next special drill. We have a kind of slightly muted yellow fairy dust, but you can still see that glittery coating, a little straggler over here. It's like a pearlescent sheen almost. But yeah, I've done a lot of DAC kits over the years, and I do feel like their squares are pretty solid. Next fairy dust is a pale pink Z3608. Really pretty. And yeah, you're getting a whole rainbow of colors in this one. How many colors was that? 56. I almost wouldn't have been surprised to see more, actually. Here's our next AB, which is 3846. It's a really vibrant light blue. Oh, here's a little straggler strand, and I do see got some purples sandwiching this orange, AB 741. I like this light orange AB. You see it in a lot of fall and Halloween kits. This and 740, I think, are both ABs that you'll see. And there is another fairy dust. We have a really pretty light purple fairy dust, Z6012. This is one of those 6000s range colors that Diamond Art Club created to fill a gap in the DMC. Don't know if we're at the end of our special drills, because once again, I didn't keep count. But it looks like no, that's gonna be it. Special drill placement. Like before, give me just a second and I'm gonna take a look. Let's dive into this confetti and see how many of these special drills we can truly find. So that big bag of brown ABs, I think these are kind of supposed to be this is the forest floor. There's just tons of that brown AB all throughout this area of the canvas, kind of going across here. I don't really see it as we're getting into, there's a little bit here actually, so I lied. There's a little bit in the light brown, okay, in some of these areas. And then there's some around the sun. Yeah, since we can see this all easily, maybe I'll just go by color. Okay, so that's the brown AB. The orange AB, which is really bright and vibrant, is in some of the light orange areas down here. There's a little bit there. Okay, maybe not as much, but then there's a bunch in this light orange color in this tree, and the light orange color going up there. Oh, here we go. There, actually see it all in frame. Sorry. Some of the light orange up here and there, and that's our light orange AB. And then we had the blue AB. Do all the ABs first. That really vibrant blue AB is one of these medium blue tones going through these shades of blue and these clouds kind of winding through. It's over here as well. There's a little bit right there too. Let's get into fairy dust. So we had two shades of, I think it was kind of a light pink and then a yellow and then a purple. So I will move you down so you can see this. The yellow there was a ton of that yellow color. It is all through these yellow areas down here. Just tons of it down here. And I there's some in the sun up here, but then I didn't see it over here. So it's in the sun and then down here. Oh, this little yellow spot. That's the yellow fairy dust. Okay, and then the pink fairy dust, there's some pink shades in her cloak. There's some pink here. Some of these pink colors here and here. This is again the pink fairy dust. There's some of it right here. Was it pink or a pinkish purple? It's in some of these tones up here as well. And then up here. Okay, and then last but not least, we had a purple fairy dust. And there's some in the purple colors down here, some of the slightly darker comparatively purple colors. There's some right here. There's some in these purple shades. How about up here? Is there any? Yeah, there's a little bit in some of these purple areas. There's some purple right there in some of these purple areas. Some of the purple here. Again, this is purple fairy dust. And sprinkled in a few spots over here, some of the lighter areas, is the purple fairy dust. A little bit over here too, if I didn't say. So really all throughout in this one. So that is The Witch's Way by Peggy Collins, and is the other one from this box. I'm going to just set this to the side and let me talk to you for another minute just about, it's just going to be about mystery boxes, like mystery box etiquette and FYIs and stuff, which maybe I should have done this at the beginning of the video. That's okay. So mystery boxes, a couple of things. If you got a mystery box and you go to show them on social media, it would be great if you put them behind a spoiler warning, like nest it in the comments, because people are going to get them at different times. And it is nice if people that want to be surprised can stay surprised. If you are somehow here and wanting to stay surprised still, I would say like mute the Facebook groups, because I had a lot of kits accidentally surprised for me in the last mystery box. But hopefully teamwork makes the dream work, and people can avoid being surprised if they wanted to and spoiled if they do. The other thing to note is with these mystery boxes, I don't think that for the past few boxes, Diamond Art Club has not specified, they have not said explicitly like these kits are going to be exclusive to the mystery box. However, I don't think that most of these kits have seen a general release, but a couple years ago, there were multiple kits that were originally in mystery boxes that did get eventual general releases. Witch's Bedroom by Mrs. Butter D is an example of one of those. That was originally a mystery box new release kit, and now it's just part of their standard library. You can still get it today. That said, gotta take it with a grain of salt. We don't know unless Diamond Art Club actually comes out and says, we're not putting these out for general release. But it's weird. It's like, I feel like it's hard to know what to do. I would say if you're able to, try not to jump into the hype of trying to get your hands on these kits right away, because it tends to be at a fever pitch and be kind of out of control, especially right now as people start getting their boxes. So try not to pay crazy amounts for these kits in D-stash groups if you're trying to track them down. A lot of these will really level out in terms of price if you give it a little bit of time. But if you do decide to go try to find some in a D-stash Facebook group, which I'll link a few below, just please shop carefully and responsibly. Use payment methods like PayPal goods and services so that you're protected as a buyer and if you're selling, and just do everything you can to make sure you're not going to get yourself in a bad spot with, getting scammed or something. So that's all I can really think of with these mystery boxes. This was mystery box number 12, the Halloween 2025 box. Feel free to leave comments below about what your thoughts are. It is completely understandable if you're disappointed or frustrated. I will give space for those feelings, but also know that this is part of I would imagine just being a business, trying to put out things that are interesting and new, and that exclusivity can sometimes be part of it. And the excitement about ooh, am I gonna get something new, and also getting a really good deal. So I just want to say I understand that there are mixed feelings about mystery boxes. So love them or hate them. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I'd love to have you here as part of my community. I'm gonna get these kits packed back up and decide what to do next. Maybe I'll go see if other people have gotten their boxes and what else is out there, because there's 4 more new releases that will be in other boxes that I'm very curious to see. So anyway, you guys, hope you're doing wonderfully. Have a day and a week that's as wonderful as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.